Boomers love to tell us we pulled ourselves up by our bootstraps. Translation, they bought a house for the price of a used Honda, then complained about grocery store lines. Fast forward to today. New York just expanded property tax exemptions for seniors, relief for those already housed, while younger generations locked out of ownership get nothing. And here's the kicker. The same homeowners benefiting from subsidies are often the ones voting down apartments, blocking rezoning, and fighting mixed-use projects. It reminds me of that meme, the fat Redditor saying, "Leave that multi-billion-dollar company alone." Except here it's, you wouldn't want a boomer to live in an apartment like the rest of us, would you? Compassion is fine, but this looks like pandering. Subsidies for incumbents, austerity for entrants. Grandma's house stays protected while the supply crisis gets worse. Now, I don't want to be on the side of throwing seniors out of their homes. Nobody does. But let's look at what's really happening here. Governor Hochul's law raises the cap on senior property tax exemptions. On paper, it's about compassion. Seniors on fixed incomes shouldn't lose their homes because taxes went up. That sounds fair, but notice what's missing. There's no relief for younger generations trying to buy their first home. They're facing higher property taxes, higher prices, and stagnant wages. The policy helps incumbents, not entrants. Here's where the hypocrisy comes in. Boomers preach bootstraps, self-reliance, no handouts, yet they benefit from subsidies to keep homes they bought cheap decades ago. And it doesn't stop there. Many of these same homeowners fight new housing supply. They show up at zoning meetings, they block apartments, they resist mixed-use projects. That's NIMBYism, not in my backyard. So, the pattern is clear. Protect what they have, block what others need. Subsidies for themselves, scarcity for everyone else. And ironically, their resistance contributes to higher property assessments and taxes. Taxes they now demand relief from. Why do they block supply? Because rising home prices benefit them. They can borrow against equity or pass homes tax-free to their kids. Subsidies lower their costs, making it easier to hold on to property longer. This isn't just compassion, it's an incentive structure. Relief today, higher values tomorrow, generational wealth transfer later. Meanwhile, younger generations inherit national debt and unaffordability. Here's how you prove it. Press Governor Hochul. Would she pair senior relief with reforms that reduce the veto power of local housing boards? Even if she said yes, watch what happens. The same people benefiting from subsidies wouldn't just oppose apartments or rezoning. They'd either vote her out of office or find an end around, using environmental lawfare to stall projects indefinitely, because the system rewards them for keeping supply tight. That contradiction is the evidence. Every year we delay reform, affordability worsens. Debt piles higher, fortunes pass untaxed. The generational contract that promises to pass on a better country is broken. Nobody wants grandma thrown out of her home, but compassion without fairness isn't compassion, it's pandering. And it entrenches the very crisis boomers helped create. Relief for seniors is fine, but balance it. Pair it with inheritance tax reform and supply-oriented housing measures. Otherwise, bootstraps is just a myth, masking generational double standards. Boomers ran up the debt, locked up housing, and now pass fortunes tax-free. The least we can demand is balance, so the next generation inherits something better than dysfunction. But hey, I'm just a meat tuber with a degree in ruining things, so that's all the time I've got. But if you'd like me to explain in detail, let me know in the comments.